she discovered that cancer loves. And we need to know what cancer loves so we can stop it. We also need to know what cancer hates, because we want to give it. Is that right?
Just hearing the word cancer is enough to send a chill down our spine. It's no longer something distant. It's entered our homes, impacting our parents, siblings, friends, and even ourselves. Despite advancements like chemotherapy, surgery, and powerful medications, cancer rates continue to rise. But why? Is it our increasingly toxic environment, or perhaps constant stress that's quietly eroding our immune system? Cancer doesn't announce itself. It silently settles into our bodies, often unnoticed until it's advanced.
Cancer loves acid. Cancer also loves no oxygen. So knowing those things, it makes a lot of sense to alkalize the tissues. The other thing cancer loves is sugar. So these are the three common denominators I find. And so when people come to us wanting help to conquer cancer, you see what we do? We suggest a diet that's highly alkalizing. We suggest ways to oxygenate the body.
But Barbara O'Neill, a renowned naturopath, reminds us there's powerful hope in everyday foods. She has dedicated her life to teaching how simple dietary choices can dramatically boost our body's natural defenses. Today, inspired by Barbara's transformative insights, we'll explore 6 incredible seeds backed by scientific research for their potent cancer-fighting nutrients. Amazingly, some of these powerful seeds might already be in your kitchen, ready to offer their protective benefits. Pay special attention when we reach the 6th seed. It's rare, extraordinarily potent, and might just be the game changer your body needs. Before diving in, let's express heartfelt gratitude to Barbara O'Neill, whose empowering message has inspired thousands worldwide to reclaim their health naturally. If you're thankful for Barbara's wisdom, please comment below with, "Thanks, Barbara," and share this video so others can join this life-changing journey. Ready to discover the power of these seeds? First, let us know where you're watching from and your age in the comments. Together, we'll harness nature's strength and take control of our health. Let's begin. Seed number 1. Macadamia seeds.
God said, "Behold, I've given you every herb-bearing seed which is upon the face of the earth, and every tree, in the which of the trees a fruit-bearing seed." So what's a fruit-bearing seed? That's your nut. And we have so many nuts: pecan, walnut, almond, Brazil, hazelnut, cashew, macadamia nut. We had a lady attend our program. She said, "I'm allowed 1 macadamia nut a day on my diet." I said, "I have 10 a meal." It's not the fat. It's not the fat. High in protein, low in carbohydrate.
Chronic inflammation is like a quiet fire burning inside the body. If it keeps smoldering, it warps DNA and even helps tumors grow their own blood supply. After we turn 60, our main internal fire extinguisher, an antioxidant called glutathione, drops by almost 1/3. That loss is a big reason so many older adults face cancers of the colon, liver, and pancreas. The hopeful news is that macadamia seeds, yes, the rich nuts we usually call macadamias, are packed with the very fats that can cool this fire. Roughly 75% of each seed is oleic acid, the same anti-cancer fat found in extra virgin olive oil.
But remember, it's not the odd day you do it and the odd day you don't. It's what you do every day that determines the health status of your body. So be mindful of the air you're breathing, be mindful of what you're eating, and little by little, we find energy levels start to rise.
They also supply manganese, which sparks glutathione back into action, and phytosterols that slow hormone-sensitive tumor growth. A 2024 University of Sydney study showed seniors who ate just 10 macadamias a day for 12 weeks lowered their C-reactive protein, a key inflammation marker, by 22%. Adding macadamias to your routine is simple. Measure out about 28 grams, around 10 to 12 nuts. Lightly dry roast them at 150 degrees Celsius, 300 degrees Fahrenheit, for 8 minutes with no added oil or sugar, then enjoy them mid-morning. The healthy fats help steady blood sugar after breakfast.
Fat is not the enemy. In fact, fat is an essential nutrient in the body. But because there are some fats that are dangerous for the body, I think that has caused all fats to be lumped into the same basket.
Margaret, a 71-year-old viewer, feared pancreatic cancer after her brother's diagnosis. We added that small macadamia ritual to her day, and 3 months later her inflammation markers fell while her digestive pain eased. One small seed, one big win. And macadamias are only the opening act. The next seed carries 3 times the antioxidant power of tomatoes, yet most people spit it out. Let's dig into seed number 2. Seed number 2, watermelon seeds.
So whatever the stage of cancer, can you see the natural treatments are always a plus? Because the fact is, more people die from chemotherapy than from cancer. And it's very difficult when you're in the system. So we have seen quite a few people recover from cancer. Much depends on the type of cancer, much depends on how advanced it is, much depends on how diligent the person is to do what you've got to do.
Summer cookouts can feel harmless, yet the processed sausages and hot dogs on the grill form nitrosamines, chemicals that attack DNA and set the stage for cancer. Red watermelon seeds act like tiny bodyguards against that damage. They are loaded with lycopene, nature's DNA shield. 100 grams of roasted seeds supply up to 75 milligrams, about 3 times more than a ripe tomato. Research backs their power. A 2023 Harvard review linked higher lycopene intake to a 25% drop in prostate cancer risk, and a 2022 study in the Chinese Nutrition Journal showed that eating watermelon seeds cut oxidative stress in as little as 48 hours.
The human body's designed to heal itself, and it'll heal itself if you give it the right condition. And these simple lifestyle changes, these simple things that you can implement yourself, little by little by little, will bring about healing. As many people do not know those conditions, they do not know what to do. And you know what else I love about this? This isn't going to cost a lot of money, is it?
Preparing them is easy. Soak 2 tablespoons of seeds in warm water for 2 hours, pat them dry, then roast for 5 minutes at 160 degrees Celsius, about 320 degrees Fahrenheit, without added salt. A small handful, roughly 15 grams, paired with vitamin C-rich berries helps your body absorb their minerals even better. Across many Asian families, grandmothers pass around red seeds at Lunar New Year to wish everyone a long life. Modern science now explains why that tradition works. Keep listening, because in just a moment you'll meet a grain seed that sweeps away colon toxins like a miniature broom. Critical when 90% of colon cancers begin with lingering waste. Seed number 3, millet seeds.
For your grains, the millet is alkaline. We had millet this morning. It's a delicious grain, isn't it? I'm sure you can understand when I said it needs to be dressed. It's basically a bland grain, but it's very nice with the stewed apple and the pear cream and the sprinkles on top. Or it's also very nice if you have it with savoury, your lentils.
Colon cancer now shows up in seniors a full 5 years earlier than it did at the turn of the century, largely because ultra-refined grains slow the gut and let toxins linger. Millet offers a simple fix. Though it looks plain, just 100 grams provide about 120 milligrams of polyphenols, plant compounds that stop rogue colon cells from multiplying. In fact, a 2023 Harvard Gut and Grain study found that older adults who replaced white rice with only half a cup of cooked millet 5 days a week cut polyp growth by 31% in a single year. Millet is effortless to add. Rinse a quarter cup under cool water to wash away bitterness. Dry toast it for 3 minutes until it smells nutty. This step creates extra cell protective compounds.
What about grains? Millet. You tasted millet for breakfast. It's a delicious grain, isn't it? I think it's one of my favourites. It's a light, sweet grain. Millet is a little different to other grains. Instead of 2 cups of water to 1 cup of grain, you've got to do 3 cups of water to 1 cup of grain when you cook the millet. And always buy hulled millet. If you buy millet with its hull on, you can cook it for 2 weeks and it'll still be crunchy. Some people don't mind it, but if someone's got some colon problems, it might irritate a little.
Next, simmer the toasted grains with 3/4 of a cup of water for about 15 minutes. Fold the fluffy millet into soup or toss it warm over a salad. Serving it warm boosts fullness, which helps control weight during treatment. Carlos, a 68-year-old undergoing chemo, pre-made a pot every Sunday night. 1 scoop in each meal kept his bowels regular and his blood sugar steady. Up next, we'll tackle weak bones, a rough blow from both aging and chemotherapy. Seed number 4 packs nearly 1,000 milligrams of calcium per 100 grams, more than milk, so stay close. Seed number 4, Sesame Seeds.
Let's have a look at calcium. Calcium in the vegetarian kingdom, its highest is found in the sesame seed. And a very nice way to eat the sesame seed is as tahini. At Misty Mountain Health Retreat, we do quite a few dressings and sauces that contain tahini. If you look in Lebanese food, their baba ganoush has tahini, their hummus has tahini. So there's a lot of foods that contain tahini, gives a beautiful creaminess to it. Very high in calcium. So instead of giving the children a glass of milk when they get home from school, have a platter of raw veggies and a little bowl of hummus and let them dip in there. They will get more calcium. That's the calcium that they can use.
Chemotherapy often robs bones of calcium, leaving them brittle and prone to fractures, an especially serious problem for women already watching for breast cancer recurrence. Sesame seeds come to the rescue with a rare 1-2 punch. They house sesamin and sesamol, antioxidants shown in 2017 research in the Journal of Medicinal Foods to block blood flow that feeds breast tumors. Pair those compounds with sesame's sky-high stores of calcium and magnesium and you get a dual shield, stronger bones and an added layer of anti-tumor defense.
Magnesium is an incredibly important mineral in the human body. It's responsible for about 400 enzymic functions. Magnesium is very, very important in the heart because there are 2 minerals that cause that heart to beat. Well, there's a few, but basically these 2. Calcium constricts, magnesium relaxes. And so an important part of getting proper heart health, especially if someone has high blood pressure, is magnesium. Magnesium is a water-hungry molecule, which means it absorbs water into itself.
A practical daily dose is just 1 to 2 tablespoons, about 10 to 20 grams, of whole seeds. To unlock the calcium, toast them lightly for 4 minutes, then crush them with the back of a spoon. Cracking the hulls can release up to 30% more minerals. Sprinkle the crushed seeds over your morning oatmeal or blend them into a banana smoothie for a nutty boost. Elaine, a 62-year-old undergoing radiation, feared another vertebral fracture. By adding crushed sesame to every breakfast, she surprised even her doctor when her DEXA bone scan improved 3 months later. Think of it as nutritional armor. And we're not done. Seed number 5 delivers a bolt of vitamin E that patches cell walls before cancer can slip in, and a simple soak trick makes it gentler on digestion. Details in just a moment. Seed number 5, almonds.
That's your nut. So your nut comes from the fruit of a tree. We live on a wonderful part of the planet. We're the only country in the world that can afford to eat macadamia nuts. Beautiful nut. One lady said, "Aren't they high in fat?" I said, "That's right. Isn't that good? Fat's an essential nutrient." One lady told me she was on a diet and she's allowed 1 macadamia nut a day. I said, "I have 10 a meal." It's not the fat's not the problem. We've got walnuts, pecan nuts, Brazil nuts, hazelnuts, almonds, so many nuts. Nuts are high in protein and quite low in carbohydrate. So my suggestion is, with this information, to ensure that you're getting your 3 essentials and to ensure you don't overdo your non-essential, my suggestion is that you increase the legume, nut, seed part of the meal and decrease the grain part of the meal. That is an easy way.
Free radicals act like tiny darts that poke holes in your cell walls, letting harmful chemicals rush inside. When enough cells get hurt this way, some turn rogue and grow into tumors. Almonds, botanically a seed, offer powerful protection. Every 100 grams supplies about 25 milligrams of vitamin E, one of nature's strongest fat-soluble antioxidants. Mixed with almond polyphenols and magnesium, that vitamin E calms stress hormones, seals those tiny wall holes, and blocks DNA mistakes. In a 2022 Spanish breast health trial, women who ate just 30 grams of almonds a day saw an 18% drop in cancer recurrence after 5 years. Preparing almonds the smart way boosts their benefits. Soak 20 to 30 grams for 6 hours, then slip off the thin skins. Removing the skins gets rid of phytic acid, which can tie up minerals and slow absorption.
In fact, one writer in Australia, he said when you deprive cancer cells of glucose, it's like you have a sledgehammer effect on cancer cells. You see, to be able to function, to be able to survive, they need that high glucose coming in so they can run here. But when you supply the foods that slowly release the glucose, this pathway can certainly wait for that. And when you're at the same time putting heaps of oxygen, I should say, in, that functions very nicely. So you can switch the cancer cells from being the cancer cells back down to a normal cell by guaranteeing lots of oxygen and having a low glucose diet.
Enjoy the blanched almonds at night. The healthy fats slow overnight muscle loss, a common worry during treatment. Jim, a 70-year-old throat cancer survivor, struggled with mouth sores until he blended soaked, skinless almonds into warm oatmeal. The smooth meal let him swallow calories without pain and kept his weight steady. And now, the seed you've been waiting for. Seed number 6 is often called nature's chemotherapy because its special compounds can starve prostate, breast, and colon tumors. I'll reveal that seed, along with a single mistake that can wipe out its power, in just a moment. Seed number 6, pumpkin seeds.
Another herb-bearing seed is the seed. So that's your pumpkin seed, sesame seed, sunflower seed, chia seed, flaxseed or linseed. Seeds are high in protein and they are quite low in carbohydrate.
Prostate cancer now strikes 1 man in every 8, and breast cancer remains the most common malignancy among women. On top of that, chemotherapy can drain the very nutrients the body needs for a strong recovery. This is where pumpkin seeds, often tossed aside when carving a jack-o'-lantern, step up as a true triple defense titan. Just 100 grams give you about 7 milligrams of zinc, a mineral that fuels the enzymes responsible for repairing damaged DNA. They also carry phytosterols, natural compounds that block the excess estrogen and dihydrotestosterone known to feed certain tumors. Add a 1-2 punch of vitamin E and selenium to stop cellular rust, plus magnesium to steady the heart rhythms that some chemo drugs can disturb, and you have a uniquely complete protective package.
And the body can heal itself as long as you give it the right conditions, and the body is also very forgiving. I'm constantly amazed at how bodies respond once they're given the right conditions.
A 2024 German oncology review reported that adults who ate pumpkin seeds daily cut prostate tumor markers by 14% in only 3 months, without side effects. To keep these benefits intact, avoid the common mistake of roasting the seeds at blazing temperatures. Exposing them to 200 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes destroys much of their vitamin E. Instead, toast them at no more than 170 degrees Celsius and limit the time to under 10 minutes. A practical daily portion is 2 rounded tablespoons, about 30 grams. For better mineral absorption, pair them with half a cup of citrus-based salad, or blend them into soup to create a creamy texture that replaces dairy. George, a 66-year-old viewer, simply mixed raw pumpkin seeds into his pesto, and his PSA levels have held steady through 2 consecutive checkups. Still with me? Perfect, because seeds only work if your gut can unlock their nutrients. In a moment, I'll share 2 simple kitchen hacks that supercharge absorption and keep gas or bloating to a minimum.
And Hippocrates, one of them, his most quoted statements is, let food be your medicine and medicine be your food.
To unlock the full cancer-fighting power of every seed we have covered, you only need a handful of simple kitchen habits. Think of this section as your seed seatbelt. Each tip keeps delicate nutrients from burning off, getting blocked, or slipping right through your body without being used first. Always remember the low heat rule. Lightly toast seeds at just 150 to 160 degrees Celsius for 8 to 10 minutes. That short, gentle heat wakes up flavor and makes seeds crunchier, yet it leaves fragile antioxidants such as vitamin E and the omega oils mostly untouched.
It is high in an essential fatty acid. See that word, essential fatty acid, EFA. Whenever you see the word essential, it means the body cannot make it. You've got to put it in. Omega-3 is an essential fatty acid, meaning the body cannot make it. The fact is that no creature can. Only plants can put omega-3 into their fatty acid chain.
A hotter oven may smell great, but temperatures above 170 degrees Celsius destroy as much as 40% of vitamin E in under 10 minutes. So set your timer, use the middle rack, and spread the seeds in a single layer so they roast evenly. Second, tailor the texture to your stomach. If you have weak digestion or a history of bloating, grind seeds right before eating.
And in many shops you can buy linseed or flaxseed, sunflower and almond already ground up in little plastic bags ready for you, but don't touch them. Because you can see from my illustration today, the light, heat and oxygen quickly cause a destruction of the double bonds. So within about an hour of grinding, especially the flaxseed or the linseed and the sunflower, the light, heat and oxygen have been attracted into here and the oils are spoiled. There is a use for your coffee grinder. You can grind your seeds in it just before you eat your breakfast.
A small coffee grinder or mortar and pestle does the job in seconds and exposes more surface area, making the nutrients easier to absorb. If grinding feels like too much trouble, soaking works just as well for larger seeds such as almonds and pumpkin. Place the seeds in a bowl of clean water for about 6 hours, then drain and rinse. Soaking washes away phytic acid, a mineral thief, that can tie up zinc, iron, and calcium before your body has a chance to use them. Always throw out the soak water because it now holds the very substances you are trying to avoid. Third, bring in vitamin C as a helper. A quick squeeze of lemon, lime, or orange over any seed dish boosts iron uptake by up to 50%. Vitamin C changes the form of plant iron from locked to open, so it slips through the gut wall with ease.
The other, probably most famous antioxidant is vitamin C, and we're giving you a dose of vitamin C in every green barley drink. Vitamin C is not ascorbic acid. Ascorbic acid is only part of vitamin C. So in plants, you'll find ascorbic acid with bioflavonoids. So if you buy a vitamin C powder or supplement, make sure it's ascorbic acid with bioflavonoids.
Citrus also brightens flavor, making it more likely you will stick with this daily habit long term. Fourth, master one grab-and-go recipe. Many hospitals and infusion centers typically provide sugary cookies, but preparing a nutrient-dense snack at home is easy. For example, a simple 5-minute, 1-bowl seed bar can be made by mixing 30 grams of pumpkin seeds, 20 grams of sesame seeds, and 10 grams of finely ground watermelon seeds in a small bowl. Next, add 2 tablespoons of almond butter to bind the mixture, drizzle in 1 tablespoon of honey if desired for sweetness, or skip it entirely if closely monitoring blood sugar, and sprinkle in a pinch of turmeric for extra anti-inflammatory benefits. Stir until each seed is evenly coated. Press the mixture firmly into a small container or parchment-lined baking dish, and chill for 30 minutes. Once firm, cut into 8 bite-sized squares, each packed with zinc, magnesium, vitamin E, and powerful phytonutrients, perfect for carrying in a pocket or bag. Finally, stay vigilant about 3 common pitfalls and their easy fixes. First, avoid over-roasting seeds. If seeds become deep brown or smell burnt, the oven was too hot or the roasting time too long. Always keep the temperature below 160 degrees Celsius and use an oven timer. Second, steer clear of salty commercial snack packs, which often raise blood pressure. Instead, buy raw or unsalted seeds in bulk and season them at home with herbs, mild sea salt, or smoked paprika. Third, never skip fluids, as seeds are rich in fiber and can lead to constipation without sufficient hydration. Aim for at least 2 cups of water for every 15 grams of seeds consumed, including herbal teas, broths, or plain water.
So you see, your fruits and vegetables also supply some fluid, but we need to have at least 2 litres of pure water a day.
Integrating these 5 habits, using low heat, grinding or soaking seeds, pairing them with vitamin C, preparing your own seed bars, and avoiding common pitfalls, transforms ordinary pantry staples into a powerful, doctor-approved daily defense. These simple adjustments help your gut break down seeds smoothly, your bloodstream absorb more nutrients, and ensure antioxidants remain intact longer to protect your cells. Ultimately, your body receives enhanced nourishment from fewer calories, providing precisely the support needed during cancer treatment and recovery.
So basically, this is a cancer cell. You will find many people who are, I always say, conquering cancer, no matter what stage. Not suffering from, not being taken down by, conquering cancer. You will find a lot of them have no energy, very little energy, because a lot of their cells are running up here. That's where the cancer cells run. And that's a very fast pathway, so they're going to be eating up 15 times the glucose. And they don't need oxygen to run. So let me show you what Elizabeth Cott did. Elizabeth Cott came to me and said, anything you say, I will do. Oh, I love it when people say that. Anything you say, I will do. So I said, this is what we're going to do. We're going to starve that cancer. How do you starve it? To starve it, you've got to know what it loves. It loves glucose. And so we suggested 6 weeks, no sugar, no honey, no sweet at all. What's she going to eat? There's a lot of vegetables. There's a lot of legumes. There's a lot of nuts. There's a lot of seeds. So you can get a lovely variety.
Cancer is terrifying, but knowledge transforms fear into focused action. Every spoonful you take is a vote either for or against your body's health. These 6 humble seeds cost just pennies a day, take mere minutes to prepare, yet they could significantly tip the scale toward faster recovery, lower the risk of recurrence, and boost daily energy. If you discovered something life-changing today, please hit like so YouTube shares this message with other seniors feeling isolated in their fight. Comment below. Seeds for strength, along with your age, to help newcomers see the courage and unity within our community. And finally, share this video with at least one friend or family member who's currently undergoing treatment. Just one click might ease their next chemo cycle.